To meet me, I think you should. I mean, I really think you should. Aren't you glad to meet me?
Hello guys and welcome to today's episode, where today, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we're gonna be doing something very interesting. Now, have you ever wondered yourselves what the most Dark Elixir expensive wise army composition is? So pretty much, what is the most Dark Elixir expensive army composition within the game? So here I am, and I'm gonna tell you what the most expensive Dark Elixir army is within Clash of Clans. So let's just move on towards the army camp. So slowly but surely, you can see my Teslas right here. You can see the spell factories moving on towards the army camps, and yes, you guys, indeed, it is the witches. So you can totally hold 20 witches within your army camps, and that is legitimately the most Dark Elixir expensive army composition within Clash of Clans. Also, add up the earthquake spells. So here we go, we are in our official army now. If you do add the expense of the earthquake spells, I'm not quite sure how much Dark Elixir that is. Let me just get my calculator out real quick. So here I am on my calculator. So what I have to put in my calculator is 350 Dark Elixir for the witches. So we're gonna do that times 20, which is 7,000 Dark Elixir, and then add up the earthquake spells, which cost 160 of each. So then plus 160 times 11. So there we go, you guys. That is a total of 8,760 Dark Elixir. That is the most Dark Elixir you can give out for a single raid within Clash of Clans. I think you can't level the witches up any longer. Let me just check real quick just to make sure, and no, actually you can. So there may even be a much more expensive army, which is again going to be the witches, but at Town Hall 11, because at Town Hall 11 you will be able to get the max level witches. I'm not quite sure about Town Hall 10. Let me just check real quick, because I don't want to give out any false information. So no, you can't upgrade them anymore at Town Hall 10, so you can upgrade them at Town Hall 11, and then that's going to be a little more expensive. Not too expensive, but literally the most expensive army within Clash of Clans Dark Elixir wise are the witches. Even with the golems, the expense isn't going to be as expensive. Let's just go right here, delete this army, and add up golems, for example. So if we add up the max amount of golems we can add, it's going to be 6,000 Dark Elixir. Add the 11 earthquake spells, because the earthquake spells are the most expensive Dark Elixir spell within the game. That's going to be 7.7 thousand Dark Elixir, which is not quite enough to beat the witches. Even if we add up, like, I don't know, maybe some Valkyries or maybe some ballers. Let's just check the Valkyries. Actually, they're more expensive than the ballers. Check it out, you guys. That's going to be a total of 6,000 Dark Elixir. And now let's try it out with the Lava Hounds. I just want you guys to be exactly sure that I am not lying, that this is the most Dark Elixir expensive army within the game. So there we go, that's going to be 5,000 Dark Elixir. So literally the witches are the most expensive army within the game, and that said, I just want to test them out. So we're going to do a mass witch attack with the earthquake spells within a friendly challenge. So we're just going to attack J Dean right here. Shout out to you. I'm just going to show the profile real quick. Town Hall 7. Oh, actually, I don't really want to attack at Town Hall 7. That's too much of an easy base there, but thank you for actually wanting to help me. So yeah, shout out to you. But let's just shout out I love to Clash as well, because he is a Town Hall 9. So we're going to attack him. We're not even going to scout the base, you guys. We're just going to go in and attack the base immediately. So 20 witches. We also have a golem within the clan castle to sort of save the witches, for the golem to tank for the witches, because otherwise that would have been way too difficult to attack with only the witches. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go in from the left hand side of the base, so from the queen's side, and we do not have a poison spell. Keep that in mind. That may be painful for the enemy clan castle. Not sure how we're going to take that out, but we're going to go in with the earthquake spells 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. There we go, and we even have 4 more earthquake spells. So we're literally going to annihilate this base. Check it out, you guys. All of these spells have been deployed. We can't do anything else within the base. We cannot drop any other spells. We can't heal the witches up. We cannot raise them up because we don't have any more spells. This is actually hilarious. Check it out, how many Larrys there are. If you can count them, well then I don't know, you may not even be a human being. But let's check it out. Can the enemy king take out the ballers? We're gonna have to rage them up. The Tesla farm right here. This is sort of annoying, the Tesla farm, but I think the witches do have enough firepower to actually take it out. And check it out, the golem is still alive, tanking for our witches. The archqueen is also alive. We didn't have to pop the queen ability quite yet. I think I can hold on to it for a little longer. The golem is still freaking tanking, so that is amazing. And be sort of stay tuned for the end of the video, because we're going to be doing yet another live attack, but that time in the multiplayer battles. I just want to get in as many attacks as I can. But here we go, you guys, we still do have a ton of witches within the base, a ton of skeletons, all of these skeletons breaking through this wall and taking out the storages. Now we have the golem still alive. Wow, that is crazy. And I think this is going to be a guaranteed 3-star. Well, maybe not. I mean, we do have quite a few witches alive, but we only have a minute and 20 seconds left within the attack. The golem is still at under half health, which is amazing. We do have a ton of skeletons which are going to be taken out by that wizard tower once they are close enough. 87%. And check it out, because that wizard tower is going to annihilate all of our Larrys. Check it out how many skeletons there are. And yeah, so many skeletons. That is insane. We still have a ton of witches, and I think that's going to be the 3-star, you guys. 91% 2-star. The witch is going to break through that wall, going to take out that wizard tower. Hopefully they do not all die by the wizard tower splash damage. I hope the witches can take it out. Please, witches, come on, do work. And yes, they're going to take out the wizard tower. So the only defense remaining within the game that can actually do damage to our witches is the archer tower. But honestly, we don't really have to worry about that, because we've got so many witches, so many skeletons. The archer tower will not have enough arrows to take all of them out. I mean, that's just literally insane. A army of Larrys. Okay, that is crazy. So that's going to be the 100% 3-star, you guys. There we go, perfect. 0 seconds left within the game, and that's going to be the victory. 100% 3-star, you guys. Again, 12 earthquake spells and 20 witches. That is the most expensive Dark Elixir army within the game. So let's return back to base and do yet another attack. So here we go, you guys. We're going to attack Lydia right here. So shout out to you. This is her base, Town Hall 9 base. You can see it on the top right of your screen. So we're just going to attack her, and we're not even going to scout the base. We're just going to go into it straight up. So we have a spectator, which is most likely Lydia, but she just left. Okay, so she doesn't want to watch the attack. That is fine, you guys. So we're going to go in from I'm not quite sure. I think we're going to go in from this side of the base. So we're going to drop the 4 earthquake spells like so. 1, 3, 4, and that should break through every single one of those walls. Yes, that's going to be the case. Let's drop in the other 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to break through the rest of the walls, and we need one more. Actually, we're going to start the attack already, because I'm not quite sure how long these witches need to actually spawn all of the skeletons and how long they need to 3-star the space. So now we're going to drop in the rest of our earthquake spells, but where should we drop them? I think I'm going to drop them over here. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one over here. There we go, you guys. Perfect. Let's drop in king and queen, and now we're just going to wait. So we have a ton of skeletons alive. We have the golem alive. So now units are going to start attacking that golem. There we go. The balloons coming down from the clan castle. So that is very interesting. Not quite sure how the witches are going to deal with that. That's going to be something very, very interesting. Golem is freaking tanking like a beast. And I mean, my king, where's my king? Honestly, can you see him? Okay, so he's on the bottom of the base. That is fine. Gonna tank for 2 or 3 witches right here. And then we've got a ton of witches in the center of the base. Balloon just went down, but our golem also died. So keep that in mind. Our enemy king and our enemy archer queen just went down. So we have to pop that king ability. I didn't even see him, but I did manage to pop the king ability. So I kept that in mind. And our queen, she is also still alive. So this is looking very, very promising. Look at how many Larrys we have, you guys. Now keep in mind, the only thing that is negative about the witches is this right here, because the Larrys, they do not actually trigger the giant bombs, and the witches are going to trigger the giant bombs. But the good thing is they do not die by giant bombs any longer. 1 giant bomb they can withstand, 2 giant bombs I believe they are going to die, but we still have our queen ability, which we are going to pop once. No, we'll have to pop it now. I want to wait until the mortar shell did fall down, but that was not possible, because otherwise our queen would have died, and that's going to literally be an overkill. This was a much better attack than the previous attack. Not sure why this went much better, because honestly I think the previous base looked much easier. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 witches and 10 witches. We still have 10 witches alive, you guys, which is absolutely crazy. Now our king and queen are both on very low health, but that is fine. 99%, and that is going to be the 100% 3-star, you guys. And there we go, victory. 20 witches, 12 earthquake spells. Yet again, king, queen return back to base, and we are now going to do the final attack, but this time within the multiplayer battle. So let's check it out, you guys. Can we find a base with a ton of loot? So we're just going to search here for like 5 times, and then if I don't find anything, I'm going to just cut it. So there we go, this is going to be the 3rd one. Now we're going to check out one more, and then we're just going to cut it out. Okay, so I can't find a base right now, so I'm going to be right back once I find a base for you guys, and hopefully we can annihilate the heck out of that base like in the previous attacks. Oh my god. god, you guys. Okay, so check this out. Now, I do know this guy is a Town Hall 10 with multi-targeting Inferno Towers, which is going to be very, very damaging to our witches, because the witches, they're literally not going to withstand almost anything. But this guy has got 6.2 thousand Dark Elixir, which is a ton of Dark Elixir, but it still cannot beat up the witches. So that is so crazy, you guys. But we're gonna take on this base because why not? He's got a ton of loot anyway, so we're just going to take it on. I do know we're most likely not even gonna get the win here. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to start off with the Earthquake Spells 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're gonna drop in the rest over here. Actually, we're gonna do it like so. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more Earthquake Spell right here. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one over here. There we go, you guys. Going to drop in that Golem right here, and then the witches in behind. Obviously, there we go. All of the witches have now been deployed. We're gonna wait for the witches to produce a ton of skeletons, and then we're gonna drop in the king and queen. So we're gonna drop in the king right now and the queen as well. So there we go, the duo going in. Hopefully they can do a ton of damage, and I am also hoping that the enemy does not have a enemy clan castle, and so he doesn't have enemy clan castle units within his clan castle basically. So we do still have a ton of witches, but these multi-targeting Inferno Towers, they're just doing a ton of damage, you guys, and we literally cannot do anything about that. All of the witches are now moving on towards the center of the base, which is awesome. That is what we want to. We're gonna have to pop that king ability right now. The Inferno Tower is going to take out all of our barbarians, which is fine though. Our golem is in the back. The golem should be in the front, you guys. What's going on? Hopefully the golem can tank there for the queen. Please move on. And no. Okay, so the golem actually failed for tanking because the expo did target our queen, but we're gonna get that Dark Elixir. Yes, you guys. So we got almost 4,000 Dark Elixir already. Can we get the rest of the Dark Elixir? Please. All of these skeletons are being annoying, but can we get the Dark Elixir storage? No, we can't quite. So we got a decent amount of Dark Elixir. Sadly, not all of it, and sadly, not a very good amount of gold and elixir. Let's check it out, you guys. So we've got a total of 150,000 gold, 193,000 elixir, and 3,000 Dark Elixir. I was hoping for something better, but I mean, even now, even with multi-targeting Inferno Towers, we got the victory, you guys. So this was the most expensive Dark Elixir raid you have ever seen within your Clash of Clans career. 3,000 Dark Elixir is what we gained from this raid, so this was no profit whatsoever. But there we go, this is our progress base, you guys, and we're going to upgrade a single wall, or maybe two. So there we go, gonna upgrade this one in 3, 2, 1, bam! There we go, you guys. And should we upgrade the other wall with elixir? Let me just check it out, and we can't upgrade anything else with elixir, so I will be upgrading this wall right here with elixir in 3, 2, 1, bam! There we go, you guys, and that is going to be absolutely amazing. So with that being said, you guys, I am really happy you did watch until the end of the video. If you have, then please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also comment down below hashtag witches for the win, witches FTW basically, just to keep it nice and short. And with that being said, I think I'm going to end the video here. So you guys, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also let me know down below in the comment section what you would like to see next. Would you like to see the most expensive elixir wise army? That would be something very interesting. I'm not quite sure if you guys want to see that though, so let me know down below in the comment section. If you haven't already but you do enjoy my content, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel for daily videos. And with all that being said, you guys, my name is of course Sasha, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.